What's up, guys? I was on the right channel and I messed it up. My phone doesn't work anymore, so I can't check to see if I'm on the other channel or not. So, hello. Watching this live, what's up? If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, subscribe, and leave an emoji or a comment. It's 8 digits long or whatever it is. It helps the algorithms for more people to see the program. So we'll see who pops on. We'll see if anybody is around. If not, we'll just go on and talk and then post it, right? So it's 83 degrees right now in Detroit. Smoky, kind of gross. Hey Savannah, what's up? Kind of way too humid for me. So, hey Kathy, how you doing? What's going on? Yep. So I'm just gonna see if I can get rid of the first one. I think I can, if it's on here. There's me now, I think. Is that the new one or the old one? Oh, this is the old one, okay. Anyway, guys, I thought I was on the wrong, channel, but I'm on the right channel. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? What's going on? Yeah, it's, I don't know why I can't get that off of there. I probably have to use my iPad or my laptop. So, we had an amazing full or new moon solar eclipse yesterday. I don't know if you guys have seen all of the pictures of it being in Spain and things like that. It was beautiful. I posted maybe 3 or 4 that I found to be interesting and very, yeah, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know I felt it today. A lot of stuff is gone. We're gonna talk about that, about you guys, see how you guys are feeling, things like that. My ears are ringing really loud right now, so that's kind of cool. So the vibration's going up, because that's what happens when your ears ring, like when they hum, your vibration is going to 5D, okay? Definitely higher, okay? So, yeah. So, with the solar eclipse, a lot of changes, a lot of new things, but a lot of people are letting things go. I'm great. I'm fantastic, Debbie. Yeah, things are good. Doing a lot of healing work, doing a lot of just, again, Spirit calls them black dots, right? That the residue from when we've worked on ourselves is what's left, and he calls them black dots, meaning there's not big, huge portions of feelings there, of remembrances there, stuff like that. Yeah, Kathy, I felt weird this morning, but I meditated. I did an amazing meditation that I've got, and talked during it to and watched the chimes go round and round, and how it worked, which I've never realized before, that it actually rocks itself. Hey Nancy, how's it going? I guess I never looked at it, or maybe I think it even might be new. I don't know. Yeah. So I let a lot of stuff go this morning, of just anger and frustration and things like that. You know, things that are coming up, not on a daily basis, but once in a while. We all have that, right? Where we will wake up angry, or we'll wake up sad, or we'll wake up happy, right? So I've been pushed this week to meditate. Today's the first day that I actually did it. I kept sabotaging it big time, because there's always something for me to do, right? And so, yeah, so today was my day. Interesting enough, it was the day I'm doing the program, right? So, hey Alexis, how you doing? So it's a good thing, you know, and I'll do it again tomorrow. I'm gonna make myself do it. I'm leaving myself a note. By the time breakfast is done, we gotta get on the couch and we gotta get to meditating. Yeah. So just because the energy is moving so fast and it's moving so multi-dimensional, Spirit says that if we're not doing guided meditations for our third dimensional stuff, right? It has nothing to do with our ascension. It has everything to do with us losing what third dimension has done to us, because this is the lifetime that we have to allow all of that energy from 3D to be let go of. And all the karma comes this lifetime from past lives. So it is very, very important that we're paying attention to how we're feeling. Again, this morning it was in my solar plexus, big time. And I wasn't doing the proper, that's where it kind of manifested after I started to do the meditation. Hey, Allison. So what's up, Lacey? So it was interesting because I usually get it there first and not around my heart, but it was all kind of cool. They were moving it around, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, and being I had my eyes open, but I have this amazing ability to meditate with my eyes open, because I just can still see, but I'm focused on something, or just like a dead stare, and I can do everything in my head, which is pretty freaking cool. And so I did that this morning. I was just looking at the chimes, and every time that I would say something about that, because I have found for me, I think for a lot of people too, because I'm triggered by voice in a good way, to let stuff go, right? Because they've been talking to me for 50 some years, maybe 60 years, right? Maybe, well, probably 58. So I'm used to doing what my voice in my head tells me. Well, the voice is me. It always has been. Until my mom died in '88, and then it was my mom. And then after I left my job in 2014, all of a sudden it was spirit. The voice was just new, it's exciting. Yeah, so once you guys start to hear the voice, because all of us will eventually, either in our dreams, we'll either see them in our dreams, they'll give us messages in our dreams, or we will have it when we're awake, or both. So for me to let things go, it is so important that I say my name, third person, right? Okay, Bill, let that go. Okay, just went to your solar plexus. So just put your right hand, your palm on your solar plexus, Bill, and just breathe. Just breathe and listen to the meditation. And Daisy's all on top of me because she wants pets and hugs and stuff like that, which was wonderful. So it's kind of a kumbaya kind of moment between her and I. She's just now starting to come down. Hey, Kathleen. She's just starting to still coming down from my sister being here. It was a lot. So just a lot of energy and things like that she wasn't used to. So it is. She's just now starting to want snuggles again and things like that. She's actually slept in my bed the last 4 days, which she never sleeps in bed with me ever. She has her side of the bed, I have my side of the bed, and she just is there. And I got a message. I don't really like to sleep with anybody in my bed. I want full range of my bed. And this morning when I was had woken up from a real cool dream about my parents, chimes. So this confirm. They're getting me ready for the person to come into my life. That's coming. I know who he is. So it's just everything falling into place, probably sometime very soon. Hi, Ann. How are you? Gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Haven't even talked to you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. So this morning was a kind of an interesting day because I had an amazing dream with it wasn't a cool dream at all. It was kind of like a messed up dream with my mom and my dad and my sister in our house where I grew up. And I haven't had a dream like that in a very long time. And I was finally speaking up for myself. The people pleaser, making everybody happy. And so I finally spoke up, and then I woke up. So all those things mean something, right? All those things mean something. And so when you have those dreams, document them. Or if they resonate with you, for you right then and there, cool. But if you have a dream that doesn't make sense, document it. Hey, Taz, how you doing, girl? It doesn't make sense. Then document it because it's going to make sense in the future, the very near future. Okay, but for me, most of my dreams now are all about now, or people from my past, meaning family, things like that. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? I can't believe that you're on here. Oh my God, it's so cool to have you on here in the daytime. Ann, I'm sorry you've been sick. Yes, catch up soon, please. So the dreams that I used to have were very, very cool. Shapeshifter dreams and stuff like that. I turned into a wolf. And every time I turned into a wolf since I was a kid. And I didn't know what it was until finally I asked somebody. So I go have these dreams about turning into a wolf. Only I see through the wolf's, I see through this animal's eyes. And I think it's a wolf or a dog. And I mean, I would be in certain malls and certain farmers markets and things like that. I'd be a human being running down the street, and all of a sudden, whoosh, I would turn into that wolf, usually at night. And I'd always, it was kind of like, that's kind of weird. I don't understand what that is, but hey, we do it. We have these dreams a lot, so you know. So that's when I was that person, right? Now in this incarnation of who I am, they're pretty much more releasing dreams. You know, them teaching me, them teaching you, right? Because that's what it's about. They know the story, we do not. We do not know the trajectory. We just know that we're all going in that direction, okay? So when you have those dreams, document them. Again, I use my phone. If it's something that I don't understand, I use my phone, because then I can go back when they prompt me to and listen to them. And I go, oh, that makes sense now, or still it doesn't make sense, and I delete it. Okay, that was just something that came into me that I'm not going to use it anytime soon, right? So please document. Please pay attention to those things. Even when you get inclinations, even when you get your intuition starts, right, where it like gives you something, things like that. I was talking to a person today, and she was saying, yeah, Bill, this week I had this feeling that I needed to call you, because she's a person who makes my bread for me, because I eat sourdough bread. So she makes me homemade sourdough bread. And then I pay her for them. And she was saying, yeah, I was feeling this week that I needed to call you. I said, and you didn't text, you didn't call? No, that's intuition. So when something tells you, you need to follow through with it. Or just say, so Spirit, I just heard, and repeat it. Okay? Or you're feeling it, right? And so that's what you need to do, because it just helps you get further on your path into your future, so that you can be at the right place at the right time and you feel accomplished. And that's what something that I've talked about often with Spirit on this program, right? Is the fact that sometimes we have to look backwards to see how far we've come, to see what we've accomplished. Because I look at the person who I was before this incident with my sister. I wasn't that old person before. I was this person, and that was a good thing. A good thing, you know, because there I was not calm, cool, and collected. I was fly off the handle, scream and holler. That never served me at all. It never did. But it felt really good, right? Again, it came from a mom who yelled all the time. So that's just the way that she expressed herself. Well, again, guilty as charged. But in the last 5 years, I'd say the last 3 years, no, probably 5, no, I don't do that anymore. So we can look at the patterns, right? When they bring us something and how we react to it. That's very, very, very important. When Spirit brings you instances into your life that are meant not to challenge you, but for you to see how you reacted different, how you didn't say what you would normally say, which would be hurt or angry or yelling, screaming, whatever, or nothing. I mean, I've had friends in the past, because I'm old, who didn't say a word when they were children, or a word when they were adult. It's not worth it, Bill. It's not worth it. Really? Really? Because even Brenda asked, well, Bill, what did you say to your sister? I said, nothing. Nothing. Because it wasn't a teachable moment, you know. And that didn't amaze me, because that's really much who I am now. But I was proud of myself, because I didn't. I could have screamed and hollered and things like that. But again, when they present those things to us, it shows, hey, what's up, Heidi? How you doing? It afterwards, it shows you how you were. And if you messed up a little bit, it's no big deal. Forgive yourself, right? Still learning how to do this, right? I've had 12,000 years. We've all had 12,000 years or more of being a human on the planet. Okay, so again, and that has all to do with the solar eclipse that was yesterday, and some of the, hey Audrey, how are you? Some of the pictures are breathtaking. Some of the video is breathtaking. It is because it's usually on a beach, and you don't realize how far down the horizon the moon is, and it's really close to the planet, to Earth, and then the sun's behind it, and it's massively huge as the sun passes behind it. It's just beautiful to me. It's just something that inspires me. And so again, all of these triggers, hey Jody, what's up? All of these triggers that we're having that are amazing things that are happening around the globe are meant to give us a push to ascension, a push to meditate, a push to help us feel here, help us feel here, and help us feel here. How to feel that, right? Because that's our future, is healing that part of ourselves that we have never healed, that we've never ever healed, okay? So I'm gonna switch from that into the next subject, because Spirit is really on me, like, we gotta do that, or gotta do. Okay, so this is gonna be political, so if you guys don't wanna hear about it, what they're giving me about our future, that's fine, okay? But I'm just letting you know that I'm gonna talk about the administration, I'm gonna talk about what's next, and I'm gonna remind us what Spirit has told us in the last year, okay? So if that isn't up your alley, okay, I'm okay with, I'll see you later. Watch another program that I do, things like that. But the financial crisis is almost here, okay? And I'm telling you what, you have got to have yourself some type of paper money in your house, if you can. If you can't, it's okay, they'll take care of us, okay? With other people helping us to make it through, okay? As Spirit has said before, the Federal Reserve will probably not open. It will probably not open for up to a week, which means you'll have to use cash for everything, because if the Federal Reserve doesn't open, that means stores cannot get their money to make change with for their daily business. And so they're going to be doing it however way they want to do it, which is either be closed, or most people, or say most companies, most grocery stores, things like that, are going to do a cash system. So have your single bills, your 5s, your 10s, your 20s, maybe 1 or 2 50s, but have lower denominational bills, okay? Because it's gonna be easier for you to, okay, there's 57 cents, shouldn't you get back? No, just keep it. And you get out of the grocery store. Or wherever you have to, going to get gas, same type of thing, okay? It's right in front of my face that we're getting ready to tumble over the edge, okay? And they keep bringing me all kinds of information about it. It's not propaganda, guys. It's not propaganda at all. It is going to be a financial crisis worse than 2008. And that's because they're absolutely ripping off the government, and they're ripping off us, okay? The war in Iran was started because of Israel, okay, number one. Again, they got something on Trump, and he would do it anyway just because he thought it was going to be an easy war. No, because again, he's not all there, all right? So they use the useful idiot, right? Now there's no way to get out. But that oil that they took from Venezuela, and they took from Iran, the money has disappeared, everybody, into those people's pockets. Trust me. Trust me. We are in so much trouble. It's crazy. Billions of dollars are gone from the sale of the oil. Okay? Understand that. So the war was meant to enrich oil companies and the people who hold the stock and the oligarchs who run Washington, D.C. That's why he comes out and says there's going to be a ceasefire. There's going to be a plan to open the straits. And so oil goes, oh, okay, that's great. And so it goes down. Good, we're going to get the oil back in. Da, 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 da. And then something happens that day or the next day where they bomb the country, or Iran bombs an oil tanker, and then the price goes up. Speculation. And those people, those oil companies, make millions and millions of dollars on those days. I saw that 2 of the oil companies out of California made over $100 billion. Over $100 billion in this amount of time. Because it's not really that expensive. But the oil market goes up. Food prices go up. Gasoline goes up. Electricity's crazy right now. It is ridiculously crazy here in Metro Detroit. It is crazy. My electric bill has jumped 50%, if not 100%, in 2 months. Yeah, because of the data centers. See? So all of this that we're going to have to deal with, because you can't shy away from it, all of this is happening now. So if you can, take care of yourself now. Get your water. Get lots of water. Because if there's no oil, no electricity to push that water with the pumps out of the stations, you'll have no water. If you hear about this stuff, fill up your bathtubs and your sinks. Okay? Because you're going to need water to flush the toilet. You're going to need water to drink. What is it that it is? A person drinks 3 gallons in a week, something like that. You can go 2 days without water before your body starts to shut down. So it's an important thing. I read weeks ago that the day that happens, there's a 1.5 day supply of bottled water. It's gone. There's no electricity unless they have a generator to push the water into the factory to put it in bottles. Okay? That's what, again, it's all planned, guys. It is not fake. It is not fake. And I'm telling you what, I believe this in the freaking inside of my gut, that this is going to be a challenge for us. It's going to be a test. It's going to be a test. And we already know that about military action in the country, and we already know, because Spirit has told us about that months ago, right? That there's going to be a person who comes in and saves America. Don't know who he is yet. Spirit has always said he was not born. Well, what does that mean? It's not a galactic citizen. It's somebody who's human. So I don't know what that actually meant by he's not human. But again, we'll find out. But I know that he's not a galactic citizen, meaning he's not an ET. So it is something. And then there's a female that shows up. Female shows up, chimes, and the country doesn't look at him as being the savior. He just makes sense. And he will work with a former president who will already be in office, who will be installed in the office once they're all taken out of office, which is going to happen by the end of the year, more than likely. Again, there's never any special perfect date, right? All I can say is my feeling now from them is it's going to happen soon. Well, soon for Spirit can be 6 months, right? Because there's no time in Spirit. We go by a time clock. They do not. They just say soon. So again, prepare yourself for that, okay? Because if you remember 2008 in Metro Detroit, it was almost a depression, how bad it was, because that's when the car companies filed bankruptcy. Got rid of all that debt. Many auto suppliers did the same thing, filed for bankruptcy. See, that's when the General Motors retirees all got their benefits cut and their health insurance cut. Ford didn't file bankruptcy, but again, Chrysler did, and they lost more than the GM workers did. See, because they were owned by somebody else, right? So I remember living in Chicago at the time, and there it was not bad at all. Business was still good. Gas was not that expensive, but it was all good. It hadn't really hit the way that it was going to 2008, 2009 in Chicago and across the country. But when I moved back here in 2010, we were still in the middle of it in 2010.